So, welcome back to the second part of my video review of the Dingoo. I have this device now for a day, and I want to let you know where my experience is with the Dingoo, and I will also try to answer some of the questions that have been risen in the YouTube comments from the first video. So I'm very happy with the Dingoo. It's a very nice piece of hardware, and it plays a lot of games very, very smoothly, and it is very nice and very fun to play with it. Let me just show you some of the features that I have left out in the first video. Someone asked how is it to play NeoGeo games and CPS games. I would say that these games are very smoothly emulated, far better than for example, the Super Nintendo emulator. Most of the games are completely original speed from my point of view, and they are very playable. And some of the games have issues, some of the games have minor graphics issues, some of the games are not playable with sound, and very few games are not running on the emulator. But I don't know if this is an issue of the emulator or if my ROM file is simply broken. I don't know. In summary, CPS games and NeoGeo games are very, very playable, and most of the games play very, very well. So I show you some of the NeoGeo games. There's some game, Blazing Star, for example. I tried this one. Now the emulator loads. And now we have the common NeoGeo splash, and then you can insert a coin into the machine, or you can use the game configuration to set it to home console mode, so it doesn't need a coin and has another play mode. You can pretty much configure anything here. For example, you can select the BIOS used for the machine, for the emulated machine. But most of the times the emulation runs out of the box. So I insert a coin, press start, and we have a thing here, and yeah, it plays very, very well, very smoothly. From my point of view, this is original speed, and for example, on the other emulators, the resolution of the original machine doesn't match the QVGA resolution of this device, so the image is scaled, and with the CPS games and the NeoGeo games, the image is not scaled. So this gives a much more crisp image, and this is very, very nice. I can't say that enough times that this is very nice playable, and it's really fun to play these games. So, as you can see, even with large sprites on the screen, this runs very smoothly. It has some slowdowns with very, very when really much sprites are on the screen, but it's completely playable. So there's no problem there. So, oh, I'm busted. Okay. I just return to the menu. So this was for the NeoGeo. And now for example, CPS1. For example, Street Fighter 2. One of the games most of the people requested to be checked if is it playable on the machine. So also here I have to insert a coin. And also this game seems to be original speed. So I'm not really into these fighting games, but seems to me like a pretty nice game, and it runs very playable. Yeah. So as you can see, I'm not really into it. Okay. Enough for that. In the CPS2 games are really much the same. These games, as the NeoGeo games, have to be converted with the software supplied by Dingoo, but then they run without any problems. Some of the games does not work, but these are very few games. One thing is, what is notable is that you can also play games that are made to be played this way. Because, in normal mode it's complicated because you have to use the fire buttons up here and the D-pad up and down here. But you can use the configuration menu to change the key configuration. So I have mapped already here the button 1 to the select button over here. And then the game is very playable, because you have to press start. And then you can just play this way around. This is a very nice feature. The button configuration is also stored, so it retains its configuration when you start the same game again later. So this is very nice. Now we start. Now, as you can see, also these games are very fast and very smooth emulated. So this runs also very smoothly, very nice. So the select button is not an ideal or perfect fire button, but it works. And if you need more than one button, you can, for example, map the left button, the left shoulder button, to another function. Okay. For the rest of the emulators, I can say that the NES emulator is completely original speed, no problem there. The Genesis emulator is somewhat fast, near original speed, but it has graphics issues. For example, on Sonic the Hedgehog, the speed is almost 100%, but the image is distorted when Sonic moves. So I think this has something to do to get the images faster to the screen buffer, but I don't know. It seems like an emulator issue. Really annoying is the speed of the Super Nintendo emulator. It depends on the game. I tried games that are very fast and nearly original speed, but most of the games have massive slowdowns, and one of the key games, for example, Super Mario World, is what I think almost unplayable slow. So it's good to have Super Mario World also for GBA, and the GBA version is very playable. So the GBA is very nice. On the movie theater side, I played around a bit with the video formats, and this is also very nice. It plays almost all XVID, DivX, MPEG-4 formats, but it does not play H.264 files, so you can't, and this is really annoying, you can't use videos made for the iPod and play it on the device. So the iPod videos does not play. They get an error that the format is unplayable. Yeah, here in the video format. So this is not really good. So thanks for watching, and in the next video I will show you what it is like to connect the Dingoo to LCD TV set. Thanks.